Hey, what's up, guys? Men, it is okay for you to have standards. If you want to know how you always end up with a shitty deal, how you can never quite get the woman that you want, your standards are fucked up. All right? You think any female attention is good attention. I'm here to tell you, no matter how good the woman looks, how great she smells, how soft she feels, it can be one of the biggest disappointments in your life, bro. You will trick yourself into thinking that you have to make all types of availability for fear of losing this woman. And it will make you desperate. It will make you desperate. It will make you one dimensional. Or if there's anything worse than that, it'll make you that. One dimensional. Start making your identity about a woman, about a relationship. And you do this, whatever you call form of courting to get this woman, when really you should be putting your priorities in check. Because let's be honest, the only thing that you probably want from a woman, I'm not saying that's the only thing you can get from a woman, but the reason why a lot of you lose your soul is because you want to get inside of her. You want to get inside of her skin and make yourself feel like a man, make you feel like you arrived, make you feel like you really made something out of yourself. Try to convince yourself that you're not lonely. But if you were lonely before, you still are lonely, you're just distracted. All right. Meanwhile, all throughout the world, men who actually get it, they put their priorities on the pedestal and not women. And it was like I said yesterday. And man, wow, that was a gem. And I said, where do you think the women go when they leave you? Do they go to another man who just makes himself readily available all the time? It may be short lived. It happened with you. But they going to go after the men who are on their purpose, bro. Don't be tricked. Don't be tricked into thinking that you got to match a woman to have a woman. No. Even if they tell you that, it's a trick. It's a trick that they even play on themselves. They think they want that. But really, if you fall into that, they're going to be so turned off, it's not even funny. If you convince yourself that you got to match her antics, conversation by conversation, matching her in paragraph length, matching her in emotional energy, I'm telling you, you're going to lose. This is why women like to have gay male friends. All right? Women are chatty patties. You don't want to be that. You know, they want strength. They want someone who they believe to be a great problem solver, someone who they can look at and say, oh, yeah, he got it. Because think about it. Women got so many options. You think they're going to go for the more emotional one? The one who seem to be dealing with the same problems as them? Absolutely the fuck not, bro. And loyalty is not what it used to be, which is kind of good, kind of bad. Because ultimately, because I have a daughter, like, why would I want my daughter to be with a weak man? She got options. Now, that's years down the road. I got to think about that right now. But I'm not saying this so I say, oh, this is how you be the best option for a woman. No, 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 no. Be the best option for yourself. Be the best option for success. And the women, they'll follow you. They'll pick up on your energy, bro. I'm telling you, this time is a perfect time to succeed, to conquer, to grow, to be ahead of the pack, to be above average. It's a great time for that. Because we've been rocked to sleep. We men have been rocked to sleep. All right. Yeah. They want to take away the masculinity from a man. call any bit of masculinity toxic masculinity. No. But the true toxic masculinity is actually toxic femininity. How so? Because you got a bunch of men who are overly emotional, don't know how to deal with their feelings, don't know how to control their attitudes. They have low emotional intelligence, and they think that's how they resort to violence against women, yelling. I don't do none of that. I did do some yelling, but the yelling days are behind me. I ain't yelling. If I can help it, I ain't gonna yell to anybody unless we outside and I need to get their attention. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with all that yelling and shit like that, because true dominance doesn't have to be loud, but it shows. It makes its presence felt. All right. So have standards. If you feel like you got to go out of your way too much for someone who doesn't even satisfy you, just pull back, bro. Just pull back. If you feel like you can't get any consistency out of a woman, just pull back. If somebody's getting in the way, if she's getting in the way of your play, of your plans, just pull back. This is your mission. You really gonna let a woman get in the way of that? Or your lust, or your desire for a woman, you gonna let that get in the way of something greater? You have to establish yourself. We have to establish ourselves. Or we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to the men who establish themselves. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. That girl that left you, where'd she go? She chasing after a man's validation. She ain't quite getting it the way she want to. Maybe that dude is playing the game. Maybe he just on his purpose. While you sitting around crying about her. Looking pathetic. And I can say that because I've been there. But it won't happen anymore. I gotta earn something. And that's the thing, bro. We do all of this shit to get laid, bro. That's pathetic. Fuck no. As much as you have to offer, you doing this to get laid? No. Absolutely not. For me, what I would want is the ultimate partnership. All right? Nothing but trust and loyalty. And we could really build something together. Other than that, all this cheap fucking, and it ain't even worth it to me. There's so much that needs to be accomplished that I can't relegate myself to a role of just an ass chaser, bro. That's not gonna do it for me anymore. And it's like I said in the last video, very weary of this generation. I don't have much confidence in it, but the world is still full of a lot of great women. So, but until then, or even if I gotta go the rest of my life without one, gotta be on the mission. I don't really see too many things greater. And I'm honored. I'm honored to have that mindset right now while I'm in my prime, while I can still do something about my problems, my desires, whatever it is. It's a beautiful time. And what's meant for me, I'll have. What's meant for you, you'll have if you stay on the path. If we stay on the path, I don't see why not. All right? So choose wisely.